So we are going to do the test review center yet again, and we're just going to keep cruising. And I think we got done with the whole lot, and we are not doing a practice quiz. Y'all needed to stop me earlier. Okay, yeah, we're about the halfway mark there. Okay, cool. So let's just keep on cruising, see what we got, and do it. One whole question here. Let's do it. Got it, bro. Got it. All right. Oh, this is the new standard deviation stuff, right? Where we have to divide by the square root of n, that kind of thing. Yes, yes, yes. Let me get Desmos up so we can get a little bit of scientific calculator going on here. Bloop, bloop. Okay, cool. So we have a mean and I have a standard deviation. The mean doesn't change. So 175, there you go. That was easy. But the 185, it needs to be divided by the square root of n. There's an option right there. That's just a formula, right? We've seen that one before. Hit it. Got it. So that was a fast one. We like that. It's not like a part B or something, right? No? Okay, good. Oh, here we go again. Nice. So the mean is the same, 14, but my new standard deviation, 2.5 divided by the square root of 55. This dude. Is this a good one? So again, the formula is just standard deviation divided by the square root, divided by the square root of sample size. I mean, I guess, I don't know. That's a way to say it. Cool. That was it? I know, right? That was so cool. Are y'all good with that, though? Y'all are wondering, like, there's got to be a different kind of question there, right? I mean, I don't mind. I'll try again. Here, let's try another one. Nope, it looks like the same thing, but I don't have my instructor cheat. Okay, I'm gonna back out. Okay, let's keep cruising. See what else we got here. Confidence intervals. Ba, 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 da, da. Oh, are you serious that this is on the exam? This is not too bad. There's two formulas here. Let me write them out. So my mean is equal to the upper plus the lower all divided by 2. And that the error is the upper minus the lower divided by 2. So those are my, divided by 2. Those are my two formulas for that one. So mean, I would say I got here the 74.6 plus the 66.2 divided by 2. And that should do it. Let's see. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, go ahead. Not yet, but we will. So yeah, Excel, the only Excel things technically in this class are those chapter applications. But they sometimes have Excel stuff down here, unfortunately. But that is like, we don't do that really. Yeah, we just do the GeoGebra side of things, which is like so much easier. Yep. Okay, so that was not too bad. That was a good one. Let's hope for, okay, yeah. It says what's the mean? Well, we got a formula, so there we go. Are y'all okay with this? Pretty straightforward. Nope. I was about to get it wrong. Would you have given it to me okay? Would you have given me points for 10.8, not 20.8? Surely it's a typo. I mean, they're right next to each other on the keyboard. Have you noticed that? Hello. You can make that argument. Well, they're right next to each other on the keyboard. Well, I guess so. Oh, okay. So here's some more formulas. So my upper and lower is what we're wanting here. So it's basically the mean minus the error, and then it's the mean plus the error. That's my formula for the confidence interval, the upper and the lower. And so here I've got my 0.59 plus 0.03, and then the 0.59 minus 0.03. Got to put it in the right place, though, of course. It's the 56 and the 62. Cool. I mixed them, but I mean, it's the same thing though, right? Smaller, bigger. This is a good thing, right? If this is on your exam, then that's a good thing. Yay! And like the one before it was pretty easy too. Margin of error, we have that. Hello. So 5/1 minus the 33 divided by 2. Again, the error is going to be minus. Oh, did you see it go up? It went up a little bit. I would ask y'all questions, but there's really not much else to ask, is there? Hey guys, what do we do here? You subtract and divide by 2. That was me, actually. I was just saying that. Is that okay? The formula? It's just a formula. And we just have to make sure to have all those formulas on the note card, right? So that would be important. Margin of error, mean, 19 minus 3, 19 plus 3. There we go. 22. Cool. Like, not a lot of complicated math. Yay! As in, like, oh, continue. All right. Let's find something harder, right? Surely this will be harder. Oh, there's 2 of them. Here we go. Got it. Yep. Now we got stuff. Germination periods and days. We got grass seed, blah, blah, blah. 90% confident, mean. Oh, within this much. This is minimum sample size, isn't it? Yes. We have formulas for that. This one's one of those we got to stop and talk about it for a little bit. Let me get a blank page up here and start doing the blank page thing. Okay. That'll be fine. Okay, so minimum sample size, n is equal to, and y'all are going to correct me if I'm wrong, I think it's z times sigma all over e and then all squared. So I just need to put them in here. The z, I don't know. What's my standard deviation? 3. What's my error? Here, I'll even remind you. It's the keyword is within. Yeah, 1. And I'm going to square the whole thing. The only thing that's missing is z. I need to find out what my z is. And they give you a little list here. So yeah, if you write down these, I think you could write these down on your note card if you want, instead of using theirs. Where's my eraser? There we go. So 90% is the 1.645. The 95% is the 1.96, and the 99% is the 2.576. And there's the other ones. That's like 98 and that's 80 and all that kind of stuff. But those are the big 3. And so we're doing 90. So we're going to put that in right there, 1.645. Okay. So I just have to basically fill in the z, the sigma, and the e, square the whole thing, and there we go. Let me grab Desmos over here. And so here we go. 1.645 times the 3 divided by the 1, all squared. And what do I do with this number once I get it? Do you remember? Round up. Round up. Yep, exactly. This is one of the few times we round up. We don't do this very often, but on minimum sample size, it is going to be a thing. When you see this question, that's when you round up. 25. Cool. And they got the formulas here, and that's fine. So let's do some more. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm tired. Are y'all tired? Okay. It's like the end of a week. Oh, and then y'all got that exam here tomorrow, probably. Unless you're gonna take it today. No? You're thinking about it. Okay. Here we go. So, what do they want? Minimum sample size. There it is again. Okay, so let's start over. I'm gonna like refresh, go through the whole thing again. Oh yeah, I can just do that. Cool. All right. So our formula is z times the sigma all over e all squared. They say 90% confidence. So what would be my z for that? Very good, very good. What's my standard deviation? What's my number for standard deviation? I know, and it's really big, so it's really like, are you sure about that? Yeah, I guess. And my error, again, within? 141, yep. Square the whole thing, get an answer, and here we go. You got it. Yeah, normally they're really small numbers, but this time, really big. I don't like that. I don't like that either. I mean, it'll work. I just want it to look pretty for you. You want it to look pretty for me? Oh, thanks, Chad. Okay. Yeah, I know. And what do I do with this number? Yep. Round up. So, I mean, normal rounding would give us the same thing. Oh, there we go. Cool. Good. Minimum sample size. Copy, paste, paste, paste. Awesome. Yes. Yes. It is an odd thing, but if we had gotten 39.2, I would have still said 40. Yep. It's just this one time. So I'm going to remind you, because this has happened to me before. And then, like, every answer is rounded up all the way through the entire exam. No, 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 no. And you might think, well, that's not too bad. You probably have points. But, like, when people are putting in a percentage at all, like 75%, they say, oh, round up. That's totally different. You know what I mean now? Because that's not what we were asking for. You know what I mean? I needed like a percentage. You're always giving me 100%, 100%, 100%, 100%. No, no. Okay. Anyways, good. Okay, cool. What do they want here? Oh, yes, lots of stuff here. So a lot of this, I think, we're just grabbing from the words. So I'm gonna full screen it and see what we can do here. So let's do the mean. What's the mean? Yep, 92. I see a 92 up there. At least I think that's how it is. Standard deviation? 6. I'll take it. Sample size? 22. And then, oh, I just put 2. 22. Cool. And so then we need to do the Z, and they're wanting 98 confidence, 98% confidence. Which one would that be? Do y'all remember? Yeah, the 2.326. Yeah. This is not very helpful. I don't like that. That's why I would say on your note card you can write these things down. And you can just say 98 is this dude. You know what I mean? I mean, they're only going to be these 5. So if you just made a small little mini list, that's what I would recommend, because I don't think this is 1% junk. That's not helpful to anybody. So they're just trying to confuse you for no reason. But the number's right there in front of you. 2.3. No, 2.236, right? No, 2.32. Dyslexia, man. It'll happen. Okay, finally, they want the confidence interval. I'm going to basically put all those numbers into GeoGebra and get an answer. So let me get GeoGebra up. /classic. Whenever you're starting your exam, get GeoGebra up and ready. That way you're not needing the fumble in the middle of it. And like you have it all ready. Like here, I would say is probably a good spot. Or maybe like the spreadsheet. But either way, have it ready, have it available, no problems, you know. Get a little bit more room. So to do confidence intervals, statistics, and I'm changing it to Z estimate of a mean. I'm guessing this because if you go back and forth with this, first off, it's confidence intervals. That's what we're doing on this exam. You're not doing the hypothesis testing we're doing. No. This is the only stuff. So right here, here, and here. These are the only three that you're using on this exam. Okay? 1, 2, 3. Z, T, proportion. Those are the only ones. Okay? So I'm using this because it has a sigma. If you go and do the other one, the T, see it doesn't have a sigma anymore. And this one had a sigma. See the difference? So that's why I'm using that one. Pop it in. Here we go. So 98, mean, 92, sigma, 6, sample size, 22, and lower upper, and you're done. There it is, 89.024. It says 3 decimal places. Isn't that crazy? 94.976. All right, here we go. So there's a very common mistake that happens on these with students. People get things wrong. Go figure. And I've seen a lot of people get these right up here, and then these are off. But they're off in like a very particular way. They're both off by a little bit in this direction or that direction. What often happens, I already know what happens. They're using the wrong test in a way. They'll use T instead of Z, and it changes the numbers a little bit. I mean, look, did you see that? I think everything else is the same, but do you see my lower and upper? 88.95 instead of 89.94. See how they're off by a little bit? Obviously, you know what you're doing. I mean, you got the right numbers practically, right? You're only off by a little bit. So I would be adding points for that. But, just watch out for that kind of thing, okay? It's off by a little bit. I'm looking for sigma. It needs to have a sigma, okay? Cool. Don't do any of this. That's junk. That's just too much. All right, A, B, or C. This is your time to shine. Which one? You like B? Yep, 98% confidence. True population mean right there. True population. Those are the key words. True population. That's what we're wanting. Yep. Cool. Keep on cruising. We did it already? If y'all want more. No? Okay. We'll see more in just a second because that was the Z's. Now we're going to do T's, basically. I think this is with the data. Yeah. All right. So there's once in a while that we have to do it with the data, right? And are you going to be hand typing all these 20 in there? No. There's got to be a way. And again, you're going to be sitting there on a different computer than what you're used to, right? It's not your normal laptop. It's like something else. And you're like, oh, I don't know where the button is, or I don't know what's going on. They have this copy to clipboard, and I think that's going to be helpful. I want to put this into the spreadsheet. So let's find that spreadsheet. And if I paste it, can I right-click paste? Okay, it worked this time. If you're having problems copying it over, like you see this right here, it says copy, and it's not copying or it jumbles it up. A lot of times what happens is it'll be in the top box and it'll just go all the way to the side. Okay, that's not good. Don't do it by hand. Call someone over and say, hey, this isn't working. I need to copy this over, and your computer's jacking. Not cooperating with you, then you're gonna have to tell me later. But don't. I mean, if you have an infinite amount of time, I guess you can hand type it. But if you don't, move on. We got other things. And and I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna record this right here. This is X, and you walk out. And you come back later, okay? I know we're at the big break, all that, whatever. I'm not gonna have you fail over a technical issue. Does it make sense? And now I don't want you just hitting X first. Please ask them for help first, okay? But if something's not working and they don't know what to do, then I'm not gonna have you like run out your time and you failed. And no. I want you to pass. Okay, cool? That's my promise to you. I'm recording that. I will say that. That's sometimes I'm kind of whatever. Anyways, moving on. How do we do this problem? So it's all in there. I'm gonna I would actually like highlight all these guys instead. And then one variable analysis. Did you see how it didn't come up? It kind of like gave me these weird buttons. There it is. If it doesn't do that, then you like click it twice, I think, and it like pops up. And we're looking for that sigma x, and then it gives you all the numbers. And that's something that you can write down on your note card. You can say like copy to clipboard, paste, and then you can draw a little picture like this, one variable analysis, whatever you want to do, whatever kind of memory tools, and then draw a little sigma x that you're clicking on, and there's all your numbers. Now, we're really close. That gives us the averages and stuff, but we need to find either Z or T estimate of a mean. Again, you write that stuff down too, Z estimate, T estimate. Let's go and see which one. So the only difference here is that for Z, we have a sigma, and for T, we don't. It just literally disappears. So do I have a standard deviation? Do they give me a standard deviation here? I don't see one. They like literally don't even give it to you. Does that make sense? So then if I don't have it, then I'm gonna use the T and it's gone. It's just missing. And that's fine. 95% confidence, just like they said. And there's your lower and upper. You're done. It's lower 91.31. Are they wanting 2 decimals? Yeah. 1.7. Cool. Good. Okay, so T estimate of a mean, da 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 da. Let's do some more. All right. Yep, here it is. Copy to clipboard. I'm going to delete all this old stuff. Paste. Yep, that worked. Highlight. One variable analysis. Sigma x. Go to T estimate of a mean, probably T. I don't see a standard deviation. 99% confidence. Now pause for a second. You see I hit 99? I have to hit enter. That's when it changes. You have to enter. If you just put 99, it won't do it. You have to hit enter. So lower and upper, and we're done. Do y'all have any questions for me? I'm here for you. We can go back over whatever. Cool. Okay. Cool. Yay. So you know how this works. We're reviewing, right? And this is the only kind of question that we had. And I kept saying, oh, you got to watch out for this one or this one. Well, the only one I've ever seen is this guy. Just a thought. Just a thought. Okay. Cool? Okay. I'm going to keep going then. We got 2 left. And then we can go back over anything else. Or maybe like go back over the old stuff and see if I missed something that I didn't really miss. Who knows? So they say a T. So we're using the T stuff here. I think I'm just going to put it all in. Probability. Move all that stuff over. T estimate of a mean right there. 95. What's my mean? 12. What's my standard deviation? Yep, 3. What's my sample size? I think I already had it. There we go. Now, margin of error is this guy right here. You see that little guy right there? I mean, we could probably calculate him otherwise, but it's already done. So this is the mean. That's the margin of error, that little plus minus business down there. That's what they're looking for here. So ME is where the plus minus is. 2 decimals. That'd be a 3.0, I guess. There we go. Cool. So yeah, that little plus minus in the bottom corner, that's your ME. Margin of error. Again, we can calculate it other ways. That's just the quickest way. So if they ask, boom, we're good. And see, now they want other stuff. Ooh, I don't like that. That's weird. So now they're just wanting the lower and the upper, which again we already have 10.70. 230. 30. So yeah, just lower and upper. That's all. We already have those. So it's all there. We just need to find which ones to put in. And when there's two boxes, lower and upper every single time. When there's only one box, it might be minimum sample size or something else. Yeah, margin of error. That was it? Wow. You want me to do another one? Yes, let's do it. One yes means a yes. Practice. You can keep doing it. I can keep doing it. Confidence. What's my confidence here? Oh, already got it. What's my mean? 79. Standard deviation. Boom. Sample size. Bam. Little plus minus at the bottom. Then lower and upper. Look how much you're bypassing. You see all this crazy math they're doing here? And then they say, use the table, blah, blah, blah. Just, it's too much, man. Too much. 2. Awesome. Just the lower and upper. Cool. Sweet. Same thing. Same thing. Especially when you see the same exact problem so many times, it makes me feel like that's the one on exam. You know what I mean? Like that's the one. There's no other option, kind of thing. Did you notice? How many boxes do I have? 1. So it's not lower and upper anymore. It's got to be something else. And if you look around, you see how many customers should be in the survey, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. All right. So minimum sample size, back to our paper. I'll go back to that thing right there. Okay. So this is a new one. This is a new formula. So minimum sample size for this guy, I think, is P times Q times Z over E all squared. Something like that. But the P and the Q, as far as I've ever seen, is 50-50 because there's no additional information here to help us. So we got a 50 and we got a 50. Like 9, I would say like 10 times out of 10 almost, okay? Like I haven't seen it otherwise in Newton. What's my error? That within. Yep, just 4. And it says 4%, right? So we have to do 4%. As far as I know, we're having to convert it into percentages, right? And now this one's supposed to be the 92%. And I got to say, that's an oddball number. So looking at all these numbers up here, which one is the odd one? Which is the one that you've never seen in any other problem? The 1751. There you go. Now that's not the best way, but I guess in a way we could do the math. We got 92. The opposite of 92 is 8, and then we're cutting it in half. So 8 cut in half is a 4. That's how they're doing that. Do about it because, well, I'm the end. So there you go. I have nothing to say there. That's how they're using that number. Anyways, so we put it all in, calculator, and done. Here we go. So 0.5 times 0.5, 1751, 0.04. And guess what we're doing with that number? Rounding up. You got it. Minimum sample size, you're going to round up. And so that would be a 480, I guess. But let's just say that the answer was, say, the 479, because it doesn't look like it would round up. Well, I mean, I would add 100% points if you're off by only one, obviously. But I want you to get a good grade first. You know what I mean? So, cool. Okay. Awesome. Not too bad there. Not too bad. There's the formula again. Again, a little different way that I do it, but all the same. Ah, yes. They're asking for what is wrong with this. I think that covers all the numbers that we have here. Percent, which would be 0.05, right? So I think that's the problem. Do you see it down there? They just put 5 instead of the 0.05. So then they're saying, which is incorrect. What would you put in that box? 5. It's that 5 right here needs to be 0.05. Okay. I guess. Let's. Oh, wow, that's a lot more. Okay, we got this. We got this. So I'm looking for P, probability of success, I guess. You know what? I'm going to skip to the end. What I want to do is some GeoGebra. And so I know that I'm going to be putting it all into proportions anyways. I think this will give us all the answers. Confidence of 90%. How many successes? 255 total sample size. 420. Yep. I guess it's success to be subscribing to cable television. That's a success. It doesn't really matter. So your P is right here. There's your P right there. So the 0.6071. Again, we could 3 decimals. We could do that by ourselves. We could just simply divide, but that's the quick version. This guy, is that the SE? I bet it is. We're going to find out here in a second. I'm unsure about that, but I think that's the SE. What is the Z-score for the 90%? Yeah, 1.645. Again, that's one of those that you can just like write down or memorize. Seems like you memorized it. Or they're like right there if you kind of know what's going on. And then we got your lower and upper. 5, 6, 8. Yeah. And then the 6, 4, see you later, 6. Okay, cool. So that was the SE. This is that P is this guy. SE is your standard deviation. And lower and upper. Awesome. I love when GeoGebra gives us everything we ever needed. I tell this to the algebra folks. They're just like, they're always solving for X and all that kind of stuff. And they're like, how is statistics? Well, I mean, you just put it in the computer and it gives you all the answers. Really? I don't tell them that it's a lot of words and that you have to know what to do where. And there's a lot of technicals going on. But in the end, at least we're not having to do too much manual labor, which is nice. ABC, which one? True population C, you got it. There's our keywords. You could write that down on a note card for sure. True population, that's what you're looking for there. Awesome. Cool. That wasn't too bad. So technically we went through everything. Do you want me to go back through these? Yes? Okay, let's do it. So we had done the quiz, and I just want to make sure that maybe I'm doing it right. I think I was going way complicated on this one when it was super simple, and y'all told me, hey, Chad, you're doing stupid. Can you just do it the right way? So you multiply them, and then you add up each one of these instances. So this is like literally how you're going to do this problem. 65000. 245.9. Is that it? Yep. So that's the easiest way to do that problem. I was trying to do something complicated. They got the right idea. Makes it way fast, right? Just multiplying, multiplying, and you add them all up, you're done. Cool. Good strategy. Cool? Okay, I like that. Same thing there. Is that the only question that they have? Let's just do it again. And while I'm doing this, I have to say, I watch people take exams because I'm looking at you. No, but I look at what people do, and you know what they do. I'll show you. Just give me a second here, and this. Okay, so they'll say, okay, 200, and then they go back and they'll just say 200. And so then, okay, we got the 46 already. So let me demonstrate. So we go back to this one, 0.025. Okay, 0.025 plus. And then I go back here again. Do you see the process that I'm saying? It's so slow. And I know that those computers aren't the greatest in the world, but if you just go back and forth with this side by side, Newton's pretty dynamic that you can like stretch it and it'll pretty much be good. And Desmos, at least for your scientific calculator, is really easy to kind of like mush around. So like be in a happy spot so you can kind of and it'll speed it up so you have more time for other things, right? Cool. And I probably already said this, but do not copy this down, okay, on your scrap paper. Do not copy that down because that's a waste of time. I can see perfectly well what your question is. Get me? I've had people that write down the entire question and then they only get done with half their test. And I'm like, that was not cool. I already know what you're doing. You don't have to write that down. You might think that that was a dumb moment, but it's important to mention, okay, guys? It's important to mention. All right. What? I got something wrong. To the nearest dollar? Isn't that so mean? Would you give me credit back? You would? Thank you. Okay, cool. Let's keep cruising. Let's see what else we got here. Binomial. Again, this is just a review of what we did last time, just kind of going back through the basics here. Binomial, think about this. It's going to be like this first or second question on your exam, right? It's early on. There's 3 different numbers that you're putting in. So when I go to GeoGebra, I want to go to binomial. And again, I'm going to start with binomial, then I got a geometric, and then I got a Poisson. It's always in that order. I really don't think that the test is scrambled. I can go and check it later, but I don't think it is. So, was the first one scrambled? No? Okay. Like, I blacked out, bro. I don't know. So, N, what's the total number of coin tosses did we have? 18. What's the probability they're talking? 664. And then they're looking at exactly 11, which means like they're wanting just the 11 right there. Just 11. Just 11. And so that's it. Oh, 2 decimals. Sweet. Good. Binomial, geometric, Poisson. That's the order. I want you to pass my class. Okay. Plus, think of it like this. I'm being selfish here because I look at every wrong problem. Did you know that? I look at every single wrong problem trying to add points to it. But I don't look at the right problems. So it's easier for me if you get everything right. Wow, Chad, that's a way to think about it. Nothing about my grades. Oh, I know. Okay, good with binomial. So then geometric. And this one's the by hand, I guess. It's not really by hand, but we have to do a little bit. Oh, right. So there's 2 versions. 2 versions, right? So there's the fail, 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 pass kind of thing. Or it's this 1 over. So if it says find the average on the geometric, then 1 over the 12. Awesome. Like it's just that easy. 1 over that number. That's it. 1 over n, I guess. Oh yeah, right there. There it is. 1 over n. Now this one has the two numbers, so I'm gonna pass fail kind of thing. So notice that it's 49% to succeed. So failure, we're gonna calculate failure is gonna be the 50.2, and it says it takes 4 tries. So how many times did they fail? 3 times. So 502, 502, 502, and then finally he succeeds 6, 3. Bloop. There we go. Again, the quicker version would be to take this to the power of 3. That's another version. That's up to you, not required. Okay, so those are the two options. Okay, there we go. And then back to Poisson. They're all in an order. So Poisson, let's go back. Poisson, Poisson, Poisson. There we go. We're ready. Ah, we did not see the birds yet, did we? Now it's the time for the birds. Finally. I talked about them birds. And the trains. The birds and the trains, man. And there was one other one that was always common. Can't remember it now. The birds and the trains and the whatevers. Let's do this. So I want to write it down. Where's my little paper? There it is. Let's do this thing. Clear it out. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Okay, so we got 14 birds every 2 hours. And then they're talking blah, blah, blah minutes. So that's not going to work, right? I don't want hours then anymore. What would I actually be putting? And then I'm going to multiply it by the minutes. So we've got 20 minutes. And then we cancel our minutes out. So this is kind of like the number that I'm looking for. So let me get some Desmos up. Again, just scientific here. 14 over 120, and then times 20. So I got 2.33333. So that's my average. Now that I have that, I can now put that 2.333 into GeoGebra. I'm just going to toss that into GeoGebra now. So 2.333. Y'all memorized it, right? Poisson. So here we go. 2.3333333. It's good enough. And then they're saying exactly one bird. So they're just wanting the one, like right there. There it is. 226. 226. There we go. We did the bird problem. Finally. Let's do a train problem, huh? Y'all doing any of that? No way. What are they even talking? What is that symbol right there? Lambda. Yeah. It's like, I don't know. Let's do another one. Oh, emails. Yep. Got to have some emails in there. If you go through this enough, you might like see the exact same things every single time. Oh, I probably could have left that up there. Oh well, whatever. Erase, 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 erase. Erase, erase, erase. Okay, so we got 19 emails over 8 hours, and then they're talking 2 hours. See, that's how I know hours will cancel. Straight up. Calculator. Okay, so that's my average emails. And then I'm going to put that 4.75 into this guy. Okay. They said at most 6. 6 is the most. So that's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 are okay, right? And so we can definitely use these guys down here, or you can just like click drag, I guess. I don't know. There's a lot of versions. I'm going to say 6 is the most. 6 is okay. No more than 6. 7, 9, 8. Cool. Good. Okay. Good. Good. Ooh, that's gross. Could you imagine? I had to do that. You, Chad, had to do that? Yeah, back in the day. Back in the day. Don't you know I'm like 39? You're like, okay, well, you had calculators in the 90s. Yeah, we did. Yeah. Okay, let's do the trains, and I'm happy. Because this is one of those harder problems because you're having to do like some chemistry action here or something. I don't know. So 24 hours. Multiply it by the 4 hours. Could you do all of this in GeoGebra? Yeah. It's hard to view that little screen thingy there though. So I'm just making sure that you see what I'm doing. So 3.167. 667. Okay, cool. And they say more than 4 trains. More than 4 trains. Again, you could do the little clicky things down here. More than 4? 5. Yep, can't be 4. It says more than 4, so it would have to be 5 trains. Yep, there we go. Little things like that. 2, 1, 4. Awesome. Okay, so now we did trains, we did emails, we did birds. I feel accomplished today. Cool, cool. Yee! Every time I look at that. Back up. Let's see what we got here. So we did it all technically. You tell me. You want to go back over something? Anything? No, you want to leave. Yes, yes. So what would me, it's actually what you find more important because there's a lot of the GeoGebra things like go here, click there, this much, that much. That's on you because you know how you talk to you, if that makes sense. Does it make sense? I can't help you there because my language for that is a little different. I'm thinking like top right corner and you're like, X? And I'm like, no, 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 no. I meant that place. You know what I mean? Like if I'm talking like Sigma X, I'd say top right corner. And it's like, I don't see it up there. That's up to you. You kind of know what to talk about there. You know what I mean? You would say top bar or something. Cool. And then there's always those little formulas like the minimum sample size, the 1 over n's and stuff. So if you're going through this, it should be just the things that you need as you go through this. If you never needed it, then you don't need it. Cool? Okay. Any questions? We're done? Oh, yeah. 721. This guy, only the one? Yeah. Not too bad then. That was the easy stuff, right? The mean standard. Yeah. You want more though, right? Okay. Cool. Good. Oh yeah. Tomorrow. Yep. So by tomorrow, they're open at. So today they close at 6, and tomorrow they open at 8 and close by 3. I think you'd have to verify, but I think it's 3. We have another full timer now. So you'd have to get there by 1 for sure. And I know there's other folks there, so maybe a little bit earlier than that, just so they can get their password in and stuff like that. So yeah. Any math questions? I'm gonna talk a little bit more. I just want to stop recording because I got other things I can talk about. That good? Any other math? No math questions. Okay.